I want you to be honest as you can be. How long does it take a one-legged grasshopper to kick all the seeds out of a pickle? You're stumped. You don't know the answer. You've never evidently seen a one-legged grasshopper. Okay? Mr. Archer, please enlighten us on what you're going to do for the trustee's job.
I'm Rodney Archer. I'm currently your county trustee and running for re-election. And I want to take, because I heard a couple of questions when I walked in the door. I'm not sure that everybody knows exactly what the trustee's position is, what we do. You probably only know me or my name from seeing it on the bill that you get every October, and you really probably don't know anything else about it. So I'm going to take just a moment to enlighten you on that. The trustee is basically, you can think of it as the general banker for the county. We have three primary responsibilities, one being the collection of property tax, two being the investment of all county funds, and then three is we administer the state's tax relief and tax freeze programs for our senior citizen and disabled homeowners. A little bit about what I've done over the last 4 years. When I first came into office in 2006, I made a campaign promise that summer, and I said, we will get you a satellite office in Oak Ridge to where you can do your county business. I went into office in September. By November 1st, it was open. I made another promise that we were going to put all of the county's records online and visible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as a form of being transparent to the public so that you didn't have to come to the courthouse only during courthouse hours, 8:30 to 4:30, and that every bit of information that should be made available to the public was made available to the public. That was done by December 2006. And the third thing I promised was that we would start accepting credit card and partial payments for property taxes for the county. And January 2007, that was done. So let me tell you a little bit about what I've done beyond the campaign promises. We've also taken a branch office to North Anderson County. And we've also opened two drive-thrus, one here in Oak Ridge on Emory Valley Road just down the street, and one in Clinton. And here is the most important part about that. If we're talking about being fiscally conservative, I am still using the same payroll budget I started with 4 years ago. We went from one office to 5 places where you can pay taxes, and we're still using the same payroll budget. That is good management, and that is what I bring to the table. And you can expect one thing from me, and that is I will be on the job, I will be at work, I will be available to you. I have an open door policy, and I will get things done. I have a history of getting things done, both between the city and the county, particularly here in Oak Ridge. Let me back up for just a second. My educational background, I hold a Bachelor of Arts in Economics from the University of Tennessee. I also have obtained my certification as a Certified Finance Officer in Public Administration from the University of Missouri, as well as my Certified Public Administrator certificate from the University of Tennessee. And I worked briefly in the county school systems for 2 years, taught at Clinton Middle School, worked at the insurance and finance business for a year, served on the county commission for 4 years, where I served on the Budget and Finance Committee, and got a better understanding of county government as a whole, and have been in your trustee's office for the last 4 years. I believe that I have shown professional integrity. I believe that I have shown personal integrity, and I believe that I have shown financial integrity in the last 4 years. And my opponent mentions that, and she quotes in the News Sentinel, and it is an accurate quote, Archer said, there's no way to make a 9% reduction by just slashing routine operating costs. We left out the last part. Just slashing routine operating costs. It is possible to make a 9% cut if there are a reduction in payroll. That is serious to the trustee's office, because we're still operating on a payroll budget that we got 4 or 5 years ago. So just slashing operating costs is not going to get it for us. And I believe that I've shown a lot of fiscal responsibility by sticking to, and here's another point that I want to bring up. I do not approve my own budget. I only recommend it. County Commission approves it. They see what I do on a daily basis. They have for the last 4 years. And then they make a recommendation as to whether that budget is sufficient, whether I'm abusing that budget, or it needs to be padded. So I only present the budget, County Commission approves it. What you're going to get with me in the next 4 years is a continuation of the integrity that I have brought to the office. You're going to get a better satellite office here in Oak Ridge, because we're going to continually work to improve that. And you're going to get an open door policy with me. And we're working on some other things that we'd like to do in the next few years, including automatic bank drafts for tax payments, automated phone payments. And one other point I want to bring up is that, in fact, to reduce politics in the trustee's office, we created an investment advisory board made up of independent individuals who instruct the trustee on investments now to take all the politics out of our banking contracts. Thank you.